Is it sharp? Yes, I hope so. Now, here's the situation. You've shot a really cool 360 video on your RYLO. You want to extract different camera angles from that shot. And you want to edit them together into one cool video. And while you're still pumped about your fantastic moment, you want to share your excitement as fast as possible on, let's say, your Instagram story. So, what you gonna do? Finally done. Okay guys, I have to admit it, that was a bit exaggerated, but what I've shown you was my super professional approach, which is so awkward and so time consuming that your excitement of the captured moment would eventually evaporate. Now, the super cool thing is you can achieve this much faster within one app, the RYLO app. And with a little trick, you can even make some kind of simple edits in the app. No further editing apps needed. And I'm gonna show you how. Before I start, I wanted to note that I'm not going to explain every feature of the app, but if you want to have a basic in-depth tutorial, there's one specific tutorial I want to recommend to you, and I'll put a link here. Now let's dive into the app, and what I'm gonna do first is select the clip and trim it to, let's say, 15 seconds, which is ideal for my Instagram story, for example. And I'm gonna increase the light and increase the contrast, maybe increase the vibrance and decrease the tone because it looks too reddish for me. So now comes the editing part, and you may ask yourself, how can you edit your footage when your only editing feature is trimming your clip at the beginning and at the end? And here's my approach, and you probably guessed it already. It has something to do with the look here points. First, I swipe to define my first perspective and tap the screen to play the video. And when I feel I have to change the perspective, I tap again to stop and add my first point by pressing hardly on the screen and choosing the look here option. And now here's the trick. I scroll the timeline slightly to the left until the look here point disappears, and now I change the view and add another look here point. Now I'm going back and let's watch it. And see, we have a hard cut. What I'm basically doing is placing two look here points so closely to each other that there is no time for any camera panning or tilting. Now let's repeat the procedure. Tap to play, tap again to stop, add a look here point, move the timeline until the look here point vanishes, change the perspective, and add another look here point. Now let's do some variation and combine a hard cut with a camera pan. It's the same procedure. Let's say I stop here, but before I add my look here point, I change the view a bit to make the panning possible for the RYLO app. Then I'll continue the same procedure. Now let's review it. And here we go, it's ready to share. I personally think that a video with hard cuts makes the video more interesting to me instead of panning or tilting around permanently. Why not edit in an editing app? Unless you're doing a Hollywood movie or want more flexibility in editing, this method is the fastest I know for RYLO footage, as you don't need to export different camera angles. Second, you don't lose any video quality. When you export your clips into another editing app and export the final video again, This would be already your second generation when it comes to video compression. And please consider that Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram produce a further generation. So when you make a compressed video of a compressed video of a compressed video and so on, your final video would look very, very bad. That's it, folks. I hope I could inspire you being creative with your RYLO videos. If you like this video, please smash the like and subscribe button. See you next time.